What's that?
Get paid.
What's that?
The drops. I'm waiting till Friday.
Oh, okay. I could have brought you some.
Huh?
I
No.
know.
I told everyone and they were all like, no.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Okay, so let's do this real quick. Um, we're at week 12 already, and week 12 is when I assign the final exam/project, and that way you have, I don't know, 3-4 weeks to finish this thing safely. Let me know if you have any questions. So I don't have a whole lot to tell you other than just if you have done all the homework up to that point, if you've done all the one with all of the arrays and the functions, then you will be ready to do the final exam. In fact, a lot of the assignments that you're supposed to do, you have already done. I mean, a lot of the pieces for the final exam, you would have already done if you've done all the assignments, right? So basically, some of the things that we did was make an array of random numbers, then show it in regular order, show it in reverse order, find the lowest value, find the highest value, find the sum of all the numbers in the array, find the average of all the numbers in the array, count how many times a certain number appears in the array, show the difference between the first and last element of the array, and show all the elements before a certain index. So in this particular case, I ask you to create an array of 25 random integers. Each of these random integers is going to be between 3 to 7. So you have already had to do something like that. These are just slightly different numbers. You have to use your randint function, which you have already written from one of the assignments, I think. I know, actually. So make sure that you use this to generate the random numbers, right, from 3 to 7. The array size is not a random number. It's always 25. Yeah, you're going to have to put all these different things inside of a function. All right, so you're going to have different functions. One is called showArray. Okay, the showArray is going to take the array as a parameter and the size of the array. That will show the array in this particular order. Like, so if these were the random numbers from 3 to all the other stuff, then if you want to show the array in regular order, then this is how you do it. If you want to do it in reverse order, then you just have to start at the last one, show that first, then the second one to last is the second one, and those go here first, and then so on and so on. Finding the lowest value, right? In this particular case, you know it's going to be 3, but you still have to find it. You have to go and search through the array to find the lowest value. Same way with the highest value. You have to sum the array using a function, average of the array. So since these are all integers, lowest and highest are going to be integers. So we're going to return integers. But the average does not necessarily have to be an integer. It could be a float, right? Counting how many times the number 5 appears inside of this array of numbers is going to be an integer. The difference between the first and the last, you have two different integers. When you take the difference, it's going to be another integer, which is what we're returning, and then show before index, which is I have an example of it in here. Let's say for example, this is the array that we're going to generate, right? So we have an array of 25 integers, 3 to 7, right? This is the original. In original order, this is it in a reverse order, the lowest, the highest, the sum of all of them, the average of all of them, how many times the number 5 appears, the difference between the first and the last, right? This is your first, right, minus the last, okay? And the values before index 3. So what's my index 3? 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So these are the 3 values before index 3 that you're going to have to show. And they're shown here, okay? And then one last one is write a function done that shows this little message, and that's as far as the final project is concerned. Any questions? We're good? Any questions about anything else? Yeah.
Is there any required assignments after this one?
Any required assignments after this one? Good question. Let's have a look at the main page. So final project is a big chunk of points. Yeah, you have to do files, you have to do structures, you have to do classes and object-oriented programming. So yeah, these are not extra credit. Yeah, so you have to do these things. If you want to see where you stack, you can do this. You can go to settings. So actually, you don't have to do that, but you're a student, so you go to the grades, all right, and uncheck this little box here, and then you can actually type up numbers for these different assignments to see how much you need to get to the actually, for example, an A or something like that. Does that make sense? So if you have been doing all of the assignments, let's say you're all the way to like assignment 47 or something, right? You want to see how many of these assignments after the final you have to do. Just type up the numbers. Actually, hold on. These are the extra credits. So there's extra credits. There's a couple of extra credit ones, I think. Some of them I have to fix. Yeah, these were. Oh, so anything that says extra credit, that should be a 0. I don't know if that was an extra credit one. I don't think that was even assigned maybe yet. Okay. Yeah, in the grade book, the extra credits should show as a 0 in here. So if you do those, if you don't do those, they don't count against you. But just to test out what your grade would be, as I would just type in the numbers in there to see. Does that make sense? Any other questions about any of the assignments, anything at all? Going once, going twice, 3 times. Okay. If you have any questions, send them to me. Come see me in the office. You know the drill. And that's all I have.